Rapper 50 Cent, as he is known, warning LA County and LA the city is about to get out of control, he writes, over its bail policy, allowing more criminals to walk free. The rapper posting a local news clip about the far-left bail reform saying, quote, LA is finished, watch how bad it gets out there. Shaking my head.
So we have to talk about bail reform again, and the left wing's obsession on letting criminals reign free in American cities. So, if you don't know, bail is the amount that an individual charged with a crime has to pay pending trial. Now, as a fact, these people are technically innocent. They have not been convicted of anything. Now, for those who pay bail, they are promising to appear at all court appearances and will have that amount returned to them upon completion of their criminal prosecution. Now, if you don't post bail, you'll be held until the completion of that prosecution. Now, bail is constitutional and is found in the 8th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, which forbids excessive bail. Bail also serves another purpose: public safety. If a suspect commits a violent crime, hurts a lot of people, or if someone is continuously committing crimes, bail can be demanded of them or even denied for public safety. Now, this is known as the public safety exception. Now, this all makes sense. If you commit one minor crime, you're likely not going to be required to post or pay any bail amount. But if you continuously commit crimes, then you're likely going to get some type of bail. Now, the issue coming up with bail is that it's been deemed racist by some in our society. They claim that bail disproportionately affects minorities. So in places like New York and Los Angeles, they have removed bail and instead only allow for bail in the most serious of circumstances. For example, New York has removed the public safety exception, so no matter how violent the person is, a judge can't hold them or require bail. Here's an example. This man, Lorenzo McLucas, was arrested 129 times for shoplifting. 129 times. And he was released each time without bail. Or this other guy, who was arrested 16 times in one day. That means he was arrested, went in front of a judge said no bail, and it happened 16 times. He then went out and assaulted and robbed a woman, and again was immediately released on bail. This is bail reform. Now, here's the mayor and police commissioner of New York City begging state lawmakers to put back into place the public safety exception to protect the public.
New York is the only state in the country that does not allow a judge to detain a defendant who poses an immediate threat to the community.
New York remains the only state that prevents judges from considering the threat to public safety when making custody determinations.
But now the liberals who run these states continuously say that bail is racist, and they would rather everyday people be victims of violent crimes rather than accept the fact that bail is a necessary component of the criminal justice system. So now you know the background of bail reform and what's been happening behind the scenes. So this is what's currently going on in the city of Los Angeles.
Starting at midnight tonight, the sheriff's department will no longer detain people for crimes such as theft, shoplifting, drug use, vandalism, battery, and a whole host of other non-serious, non-violent crimes that affect the quality of life of people here in Los Angeles County.
LA Deputy DA John McKinney explains that due to Judge Lawrence Riff's ruling, many people arrested will be released immediately without having to pay bail before their arraignment.
Judge Riff made the point of saying that he implored California officials like the sheriff, the chief of police, the district attorney, the city attorney. He implored them to testify, to explain why he shouldn't issue this order. And he was surprised when no one stood up to challenge it.
Now, more and more black celebrities are calling out this nonsense. The New York Post reports rapper 50 Cent says LA is about to get out of control thanks to so-called bail reform. He wrote on his Instagram account, LA is finished. Watch how bad it gets out there. Shaking my head. Now, another black celebrity, Stephen A. Smith, also called out the left for ignoring the reality of crime in the black community and just blaming it all on white people and calling anyone who calls it out racist. Here's what he had to say.
I'm talking about my own community. Oh, don't say anything. Why we pointing that out? Why we're talking about it? Because we're dying, that's why. We're killing one another, that's why. You got black people scared to go in their own damn communities. I remember last year watching television and we had black folks in Chicago calling for martial law, calling for the National Guard to come in and help out local law enforcement just so they could go home safe at night. Are we supposed to be quiet about that? We ain't supposed to say anything? We just supposed to look at race? We supposed to point the finger at white America like we ain't culpable? That's what we supposed to do? Nah. I'm not doing that. As Snoop Dogg says, I ain't selling out, I'm looking out.
Now, what's my opinion on this whole thing? First, crime has no race, no color, and no politics. Individuals commit crimes for various reasons. Now, the role of law enforcement in our society is to prevent crimes and hold those who commit crimes accountable. The safety of the public at large is paramount, and these no bail policies are putting the public at risk. Releasing someone with 16 arrests in one day, or releasing someone who has 129 arrests for shoplifting, is not reform. It's actually dangerous. But let me know where I'm wrong in the comment section. Let me know if I'm the racist. And I'll see you next time. Peace.